Hey, what's up, guys? Aiden here. Today we're having a look at Saul Canelo Alvarez, one of the best boxers of our time, and needs no introduction. For his posture, I'm gonna say we are not going for Owen St. Preux. Hang on, let me just go up. It was Eddie Alvarez, so we'll go all the way up, get the Eddie Alvarez posture going on, which is gonna look like this with his fists up, and then copy what you see on the screen for the general information. He's 31 years old at the moment at the time of this video. For his hair, we've gone for hair number 35. For his eyebrows, we've gone for brows 4 and a little bit of tattooing. Facial hair 31, and body hair 2. Hair color, got auburn, eyebrows auburn, facial hair auburn, and body hair auburn. I will go back to the hair and we can try out some different styles. I'll show you some other ideas I had in mind, but let's just get through this. Dark brown eyes. For his body, I've gone for body number 18, and for his skin tone, we've got tone number 1. You can go for tone 2 if you want as well. Leave that to you guys. For his head, we're using template number 28, and then just copy the sliders as you see on the screen to get the same results as the Canelo that I've made here. This is my second version of Canelo Alvarez. The other one I made was sometime around early last year. Shout out to Pemby on his version of Canelo, and there's a few others floating around on YouTube as well. So if you guys want to check those out, whether for inspiration on maybe the tattoos or if you want to use their faces or whatever, there's definitely others out there as well. And yeah, the scene is still going strong. So yeah, I'm jumping back in, and this is my remake of Canelo Alvarez with a, I think it's a different face template than the one I used last time. I started this one from scratch, to be honest. So hopefully you guys prefer this over the other one, but there is another one on my channel. So once you've done all these bits, we'll jump into the facial hair, and there's two versions of facial hair that you can use. I've got one on this side, and I've got one on this side, which both are a bit messy, but from a distance it's okay. If you guys figure out a way to make it look more convincing that it's a full beard, then do let me know. I've tried out a few different things here, and that was the result. So going all the way down to number 1, and a lot of this is copy and paste, so you don't need to worry about being precise with it. I've used animals number 2, which is this fox, and I've just faded him in a little bit and just make copies of that and just keep filling it out where you see fit, just to fill in the gaps in his facial hair to try and make it look like he's got a fuller beard than he does. And again, we're trying to use these colors because I want to make it blend in with the ginger beard that he has going on, and that kind of makes it a bit more difficult than usual because we can't use like Mythos font and different shapes. There's not as much available in terms of this shade of color to make the beard, so it's a bit tackier. But if you guys do have suggestions, please let me know, and if you do make a video of the facial hair, let me know. I'll drop a link in the description so people can check that out as well. So those are his, that is pretty much animals 2 across this side. So yeah, a couple more of those, and then I put animal 7. Otherwise it's going to look a bit like that, which is it looks a bit messy, but as animal 7 kind of blends it a little bit. And then let me see if I've got any more on this side. Now I think the rest are on the other side. So the other side, the other option is like this, which is you can see through it a bit more. I've used fantasy number 3 of these ones going across like so, and then I've layered some of those animal 9s on top as well. And we'll have a look at what happens if you remove those animal 9, see if it looks any better. So by animal 9 again, it just looks like there's gaps without it. Somehow the faded black, it kind of works. So work my way up to here. Got clever font number 9 on the top of his forehead, has 2 vertical lines that give him a little bit of an aged look. Shapes number 7 should actually be at the bottom of the list, but I've put it at the top because I've done it later, and that's just a skin tone modifier. And basically it's just a circle that's been wrapped around his body, and then press left on the D-pad to wrap it around his body. Hold L1 and then use the right stick, and just hold the right stick to the right and then hold it up, and you should be able to wrap it all the way around. Other than that, on his face we have the animals number 11, which I put at the top to try and bring his hairline down a bit. You guys can skip that bit if you don't like the look of it. It was just trying to make his hairline a little bit lower. And then miscellaneous 6, I definitely recommend this part, is to add depth to his eyebrows, a little bit more going on there. So yeah, just add those on either side, and then it should be good. Yeah, so I've got a couple of those on either side. And then we have text number 8, which is just here on his shoulder, no, on his neck, sorry, just here on his neck. And then we have the text number 2, just on the shoulder here, and another text number 2, which just sits at the edge of it. And then what are these ones? What's this for? Let's have a look. Shapes number 9. Yeah, it's just above his eyebrow, just below his eyebrow, upside down, and it just gives him a bit of shade. Same with this one as well. This Oakland should be here. So now the back tattoo I've got, top layer is Oakland, and then we have literally a bunch of layers of text number 7. So sorry, the first one was text number 1, and then text 7 going all the way down his back. So one. Well, I think this actually has more in real life, but this is the one I used anyway. And you can just flip the text using square and triangle and just make it fit in. If you want alternate tattoo tutorials, I recommend checking out Pemby's one, or check out my first version where it's slightly different, and Oakland at the bottom as well. So those are those ones. Bottom layer again, we've got this red skin tone, and on top, King of the King. We've got the samurai inside of the wrist. We've got the Celtic Tribal 15, and then we've got the lady portraits number 2 just sitting on top of that one. For the right arm, again we've got shape 7, and for the legs I need to just quickly apply shape 7. Not as important, but you know, if you want to make it the whole thing kind of unison, then yeah, I would recommend it. Shape number 7, and again on this side, and we'll have a look at some different hairstyles, and I'll remove, you know, first thing I'll do is I'll remove the tattoos so that you guys can see what it looks like without the facial hair tattoos, and then I'll remove the facial hair and show you a few different hairstyles you can go for as well. So let's quickly get rid of these. And basically it does kind of work with the other hairstyles as well, but I settled on this version because I thought this was the closest I could kind of get him to look. Again, yeah, so I guess if you didn't want to do the facial hair stuff with the tattoos and you were happy to just settle with the default beard, then he will look like this. One moment. It's a shame that the actual default beard has these weird, I don't know, weird styling to it. No one really does that in real life, apart from like a kung fu villain or something in the film. But I just like the shape of it. It's quite clean, so that's why I used it. So let's have a look. So what you could do, some other beard styles. Tony Stark, man, none of these. Hang on, let me look at. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of difficult with Canelo. Maybe facial hair 21 and then fill it with some more beard. It's like I want to combine 2 different beards together to make a full beard, but the game is just like, nah, that would be cool actually. If we can combine the beard layers, then we can just create our own beards quite easily. That'll be alright. Maybe facial hair 8, not bad. Yeah, there's not a lot to work with. There's not a lot to work with really. Canelo's got quite a clean beard style, but let's get rid of the beard. So without the beard, he'll look like this. But then I'd recommend maybe this style of hair 36, or you could go for hair 24. If you're going for a younger version, actually, yeah, that's a pretty clean Canelo as well. Let's get a pose out of him. For his gear, I've gone for Strike Force Red, and the gloves I've gone for the black gloves. Let me just see what other stances we could have used as well. Nah, that's too tall man style. A little bit of movement there. Corey Anderson. Yeah, Corey Anderson style. Too much bounce though. It looks a bit amateurish. Again, there's too much bounce. Canelo's a bit more calculated in his movements, isn't he? So I don't know if the bounce is going to work there, but let me just keep going through these, see what else we've got. Chris Weidman. Chan Sung Jung. See, got something. No, Carlos Condit's going to be Muay Thai style. Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm going to settle on the Cain Velasquez style. But yeah, that's his. Actually, maybe this version is better. I don't know. You guys let me know. But this is, yeah, this is the other version of Canelo. And in case anyone's just tuning in to the end of the video, I'll just quickly go through the sliders one more time, and you can just catch it from here straight. The eyebrows are custom made, so I would recommend going through the tutorial and checking what I did with the eyebrows. Or I can just quickly show you now. But yeah, the tutorial is pretty much done. Let me know what you guys think, and if you've got suggestions or really want a fighter in the game really badly, then let me know, and I'll see what I can do. The list is always growing. There's always people just asking for names, but it's yeah, I don't know. I like to make fighters that I'm interested in as well, but I do try and make others, like the Kid Yamamoto one caught my eye, for example, and I was like, yeah, definitely need to make him. But yeah, just let me know, guys, and see what happens. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm Aiden. I'm out. Peace.